Something that blows my mind this election season, as a researcher and pundit, is that it seems like Hillary Clinton has turned out to be significantly worse than any casual observer would have imagined. And this is based on the WikiLeaks Clinton email archive, as well as the DNC leaks that WikiLeaks put out. Those two things together give me a significantly worse picture of Hillary Clinton and of the DNC than I would have ever imagined possible. And conversely, this election season has also shown that Donald Trump is significantly better than many casual observers would have ever imagined. You know, I like Donald Trump. I had an opportunity to interview him 5 years ago, and it was a fun interview. But if you were to ask me back then, do I think that he is a likely person to become president, I don't think I would have had him in my top 1,000 people. And definitely politically, I'm much more liberal than Mr. Trump. But just based on the facts that have come out, he's a significantly better candidate and better political mind and leader than any of us would have imagined. Would you have imagined Donald Trump campaigning in such a grassroots way? Would you imagine this kind of Hollywood, larger than life candidate flying into these small towns on his huge private jet or on his helicopter, like something out of a movie, and going to a black church in Detroit and getting along with everybody there, and flying down to Mexico in an act of what you could describe as preemptive leadership, showing that he can handle the job, and flying down to Mexico and just nailing it down there with their new president, building good relations with them before he's even in. So as a somewhat objective observer, I think that he is significantly better than I would have ever thought possible. And the media collusion against him is very real. It's frightening to me that you don't even really see Trump surrogates on any of the cable network panels anymore. It's just been stacked with these weird leftist think tank, talking heads. It's just been stacked with them, and they're saying these very rehearsed talking points about how great Hillary Clinton is and how she represents all women, and Donald Trump is this terrible, irrational racist, and making him out to be totally crazy when it seems like Hillary Clinton is the one who's losing the center. As I've been told by somebody who I consider to be smart, presidential politics is about showing the American people that you can own the center. And Hillary Clinton is coming across as a loon. I'm sorry. She can't get through a single event without some kind of health issue or the event abruptly ending. Her rallies look weird and sparsely attended. She's become shrill and just bizarre on Twitter, constantly attacking Trump. It's like, what do you believe? We're only 2 months out from the election. What is your version of America going to look like? Because all she talks about is how Trump is racist and sexist, and it seems very scripted, like they're just trying to take away as many points from him as possible. It seems very cynical and scripted. She's not connecting with people. She's certainly rubbed me the wrong way, and many others, I'm sure, many other people on the internet who don't get their information primarily from corporate media, know that she's a significantly worse candidate than we would have thought, than any of us would have thought. And it's kind of sad. I've said this on Twitter. It's kind of sad that the only people who don't get it at this point are people who are not on Twitter at all and people who are not on YouTube. These overworked, sad people who at night might have time for 5 or 10 minutes of CNN or to watch a Jimmy Kimmel monologue. And so that's all they're getting. And they don't have any friends or family to tell them, hey, check this video out, or hey, read this article. All they're getting is this very rehearsed and scripted corporate media message to get Hillary Clinton in office. And as somebody pointed out on social media, why is it that the parent company of CNN is one of the largest financial backers of Hillary Clinton's campaign? That seems like a bit of conflict of interest there for CNN to suddenly turn into this cheerleading station for the Clintons and turning Donald Trump into a total boogeyman, like he's going to climb out from under your bed and steal your children, turning their network into this when they have a clear financial and political conflict of interest there. Some people have raised that point. So this election is extremely weird. And again, I wish that we had a functioning media still. One of the roles of journalism is to tell the people what's really going on.